Dude, it's a little bit frustrating, but the only thing we can do is do as much as we physically can. But it's frustrating to know that as an ummah of 2 billion people, we look at the largest companies in the world and none are ran by Muslims. We're getting absolutely dominated. And we're not creative. We're being influenced by these companies. If you look at all the social medias, if you look at all the banking, if you look at all the food, everything that we're ingesting as Muslims is what the kuffar are giving us. And no wonder we're off the deen. No wonder we aren't united. And if I would say anything to you as a Muslim and you are somewhat ambitious and you want to start something, like come back to your ummah, man. Have that be the foundation for the actions you're doing because we are going to support you, or at least the true Muslims. And that's why everything I do, at least for now, is going to be helping Muslims because I know that these are my brothers and I trust them. And I'm thinking if we built an economy to help each other, imagine that. Imagine a halal social media. Inside the halal social media, you had someone doing marketing, you had professors, you had teachers, and it was all coming back to us. Now think on the other hand, a Muslim. The money is not coming back to the ummah. He makes his money, sometimes in some cases, 50% of it's going back to fund, a genocide in Palestine? Disgusting. But on the other hand, he goes and spends groceries in Walmart. And then he pays his rent to his kuffar landlord. Like there's all of these streams, and it's just diversifying to what? Where is that going? That's why the Jews are so good at business, man. It's because
I was about to say that. I was about to say that. I just made a video on that. That is kind of funny when you say it, because I was like, Muslims need to be more Jewish. We need to stop giving our money to all of these non-Muslims and keep the wealth inside the ummah. But what has to happen for this to work is the mass majority of the ummah has to destigmatize the Muslim entrepreneur. You cannot have someone start an Islamic clothing brand and then say, oh, you're using the deen to make money. That's what has to be abolished for us to truly have the Muslim economy grow. For example, if I'm going to buy a hoodie, I'm going to buy a Muslim hoodie. Like it doesn't have to be like they don't have to donate any of their money. They can be a full capitalistic, for-profit sweatshirt company. But I'm going to buy from the Muslim. I'm going to support the Muslim. And I think that we should do that. And I think we should encourage people to be Muslim entrepreneurs, and that if someone wants to make dhikr rings and sell them for a profit and they pay their zakat and they do nothing else, there's nothing else about it, there's no awareness, there's nothing wrong with that.